The winners of the Hartwick Scholarships are Connor Amendola and Tanner Pazzi. So Connor is going to kick off the talks.
Thank you. I want to first thank MJK and the Lees for giving me this opportunity to thank all of you and thank the Hartwicks. I'm going to start by thanking the Hartwicks specifically. I'm very grateful for their generosity and for the scholarship that I was given for the program. I appreciate that they saw something in my essay and they thought to themselves, this sounds interesting, let's see what this guy can do with it. Their kindness and financial support helped fulfill my journey of enrichment and self-discovery in a city I always dreamed of visiting. For the away weekend, I wanted to challenge myself after thinking about how I wanted to spend my long weekend, and so I took a solo trip, my first ever time traveling completely by myself, to London. My trip wasn't just fun and explorative across the 3 nights I was there, it was also meaningful. As I'm sure you know, we recently lost Father Dan Riley, and I was very close. And so I felt this weekend was also a chance of self-discovery. I learned a lot about myself. I looked at my weekend alone in London as an opportunity to get out of my comfort zone and to not just learn about the city, but to engage with a beautiful part of the world and its people as well. As I put in my essay, I love music. And while in the city, I set out to walk in the footsteps of some of the great British music giants, and I did that. I got to see where Led Zeppelin first came together and first played in the basement of a Chinese restaurant. And I got to see the place that the Beatles had their last performance on a rooftop. I also saw the place that David Bowie became Ziggy Stardust and took the cover photo for his album Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I made a friend in our tour guide, Jack, who has a band of his own, and I hope to interview him as part of our WSBU 88.3 FM The Buzz Artist Interview Series, where I serve as a music director. So, again, to the Hartwicks, thank you so much for your generous gift and for supporting students like Tanner and like myself. And as well as the other Bonnies that are on this experience. This Oxford experience and my time exploring the beautiful city of London far exceeded my expectations, and they allowed me to check off a lot of things on my bucket list at just 20 years old. And when I'm able to, I hope and I'm going to be able to pay that kindness for someone else. So I want to thank the Hartwicks again for this opportunity. My thanks to MJK and the Lees for this opportunity to speak. And thanks to all of you, my fellow students. It's been great getting to know you, and I'm excited to have one great last week together. Thank you all.
So I'll start by just extending my gratitude to the Hartwicks for the very generous scholarship. I thought it was interesting when I learned I won it because I spent the summer previously working a lot to get money for the trip. And in a way, and I say that with a good bit, but I realized that the trip would leave me dry and a little under too. So it was amazing to have the extra little boost so that way I can have some extra money to invest towards my future and also enjoy having, buying a bit more here in England. But that made me think about how there was a process of how I prepared originally back a summer ago to come here. And it was nice hearing that I got the scholarship, not just because of the money, but because to me it reminded me that there were people who were saying I deserve to be here and that I belong here. And it helped ease a lot of my doubts and fears coming. I was nervous, really nervous about coming here. And just to have someone who was believing in me and supporting me. And I know there was a lot of people here in my family that also were supporting me, but just hearing it from someone in that contest, that they picked me specifically, and Connor, to have that opportunity, to have that faith, been a great feeling. And I remember when MJK said that we should say yes to everything. And that made me think about that confidence and strength I gained from hearing that they were placing that encouragement with me. And I think it made saying yes that much easier and made me more open to putting myself in vulnerable positions and made me more courageous to try different things and just to go out and have fun. And I think it's through those experiences that I've been able to learn so many lessons about other people, other cultures, and to that extent, our world, and in all that mess, I think I learned a lot about myself, particularly how to love myself. In seeing all these differences with other people, I learned to appreciate myself all the more. And that lesson especially, but with all the other lessons I've learned, I think are pivotal for me having a successful career and a great future. So I want to say thank you again to the Hartwicks for your incredible contribution to my journey and also for your contribution to making my future a lot brighter. Thank you.